Hello guys, it is Jead, and EA trolling with the Futties tokens. And also, when are we getting the 1,000 Footy tokens after the swaps SBC mistake yesterday? That's not a mistake, but on top of that, we've got the full Summer Stars, or nearly the full Summer Stars team leaked, with a lot of the cards having official stats already, so you know whether to save your packs, whether to open them. Let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and just need that little extra boost, then you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly, safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support, a money-back guarantee, and you can use code JEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. So I hope you had a fantastic day yesterday, and of course, England-Argentina tonight. No one got the France-Spain official score with the goal scorers. France going out. Who would have thought it? Do England actually have a chance now if they get to the final against Spain? Well, score predictions down below. England versus Argentina. FIFA points if anyone can get the exact score with the exact goal scorers right. But we've got to start with SBCs, which was finally, for the first time in a while, the main talking point of content yesterday, but not for a good reason. If we jump into what we got yesterday, we firstly got Thomas Araujo. I don't know who this guy is, and the card actually looks pretty decent. And you know me, when someone's lengthy, I'll give them a go. For once, I think this National Pride card is probably worth completing. 84 rated, 85 rated squad, basically free for pretty much anyone who does the pack grind, even like a little bit. 94 defending, 95 physical, 95 pace. I think, again, with more and more gauntlet rewards going to be coming out, cards like this that are really, really cheap are definitely worth doing. Go and put Intercept Plus, Bruiser Plus, Quick Step Plus, and Anticipate Plus if you've got a fourth playstyle. But to be honest, he's not going to be the most hyped card, of course, because it's Thomas Araujo. We then got the 1 of 4, 94 plus UEFA's winners and TOTS player pick. Now, does anyone else think that last year the winners teams were way more hyped than they are this year? Like, this pick's been out for a while now and they keep refreshing it. This is a 1 of 4, 94 plus. You would have thought it's really hyped. And I would say, if you are doing the pack grind, this is not a bad gamble SBC to throw your fodder into, but I just don't think the chase cards in this are worth too much. Like, for an example, Messi team of the season is 500,000 coins. Now, you would still love to get him, but it's just not crazy. And a lot of the winners cards, apart from the top 1 or 2, like the Salma winners, Dembele winners, Vitinha winners, the top, maybe let's say 5. After that, you guys will have cards better. So I don't know, it's not the most hype. You've got nothing else to throw your SBC fodder into. I don't hate it. And of course, the main talking point, well, first of all, we did get an 87 times 5 actually. We go quickly check that. There it is at the back. We've already completed it on this account, hence why it's not there. The 5 times 87, great for the pack grind. And of course, we're going to talk about, should we save packs for the Summer Stars promo? Because I didn't think we'd get as many official stats card leaked as early as we did. So you kind of know what you're chasing already on Friday when the new promos drops. But yeah, the main bit of concept was the swaps. So of course, swaps came back out yesterday, and with it came Festival of Football tokens, but the green ones, right? Not the Futties ones, basically. And of course, you can go and do this, and it's not actually a bad thing for a lot of people. If you guys were missing the main event Evo, or you were missing something, maybe one of the icons you really wanted for the Festival of Football, you do go and get 300 more tokens there. The big thing is, most people will have gone and spent their Festival of Football tokens already, assuming that no more will come in. And most people, more importantly, were expecting Futties tokens yesterday. Now, we do have news on this from the EA tweet, which we'll go and show you. But only about 600 or 700 Futties tokens have been available so far, which means if they don't release any more Futties tokens before the refresh, you will have to go and play Rivals to get the 1,000 tokens, which has never been the case before. Now, it's not the worst thing in the world. You don't have to play loads of Rivals, to be honest, to get the games, but I think people are wanting to be able to get the 1,000 Futties tokens just through the grinding of the game, the gauntlet, different game modes. A lot of people don't play Rivals. It is July, after all, and I know not all of you guys will play it, but it means that getting the 1,000 Futties tokens might be impossible. We will talk about it with that EA tweet, depending on if you play Rivals or not. So the reason 1,000 is so important is because, of course, you get the National Pride Cosmetic Evolution, which is actually, if you go into it, the perfect 10, 98 rated Cam Evolution. And again, you guys will have seen there are some fantastic options to this evolution. It pretty much turns anyone in your club into a perfect cam. But why are EA gatekeeping the Futties tokens? Now, again, it could be to do with content dropping tonight. And the reason I say that's so important is content dropping tonight is because, again, you don't know whether you need to go and play Rivals yet. I've not played Rivals on this account, and I think on stream tonight, we're going to be doing lazy selling to show you guys how to lazy sell. We mentioned that in yesterday's video. But I'm probably now going to be playing Rivals to try and get myself the 1,000 Futties tokens. You will see I'm only on 430. For me, to get the 1,000 Futties tokens, I probably need to play Rivals anyway. But again, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. You got 300 Festival of Football tokens, and let's say you had none there already. Say you're not like me, you don't have the 1,500 saved because I've not bought bought the Evos yet, say you didn't have that, you could still go and get your 300 tokens and go and get the 10 times 81s, 30 of them, and then save them for Friday. Because, of course, the 10 times 81 is actually better than what is in the Futties token store with the 10 times 75s. That's not the worst thing in the world if you want to go and do the swaps. Now, the swaps are not cheap, by the way. The swaps are still quite expensive. It takes a decent amount of fodder in your club. And the reason I would actually hold off on doing those swaps to the Festival of Football's tokens is because of that EA tweet. So EA basically tweeted yesterday. They said earlier today, Festival of Football token swaps SBCs were reactivated. They're saying basically this was on purpose, not a mistake. It's not a mix-up. They weren't meant to put the Futties ones out. They said instead, Futties token swap SBCs will be released at a later date. Now, typical EA, they've not said they'll be released tomorrow or they'll be released on Friday. That would have made things so much easier, but instead they said no, they're going to be released at a later date, which means we don't know when they are coming, but I would suspect with the tokens refreshing on Thursday, I would suspect they come today at content time. If not, if they come tomorrow at Thursday, that would also make sense, but it would mean you then need to go and play Rivals to get the 1,000 Futties tokens. If you want them before the refreshing, you want the maximum amount of Futties tokens, which I know 99% of people want the maximum amount of Futties tokens. So let's go and see. Content tonight, 6 p.m. We, of course, got that World Cup semi-final, England versus Argentina, that I know most of you guys will be watching as well. So most people won't have a lot of time tonight to go and play Rivals last second if they don't release these Futties swaps SBCs. We're going to be live on stream at 6 p.m. We will see if they are there. And if they are there, brilliant. It should be the exact same. We don't know that confirmed. But it should be the exact same, where you get 300 Futties tokens. I'd imagine it'd be the same SBCs. I don't know why they would change it. It does then still mean you need quite a lot of fodder to go and do them. The swaps SBCs are not really cheap, right? If you go to the swaps, you still need to be able to do the 83, 84, 85, 86, but obviously the much harder ones, the 91 and the 90 swaps tokens, which if you've done the pack grind, should be pretty easy, but if you've been spamming gamble SBCs, maybe you're going to be struggling. And it might mean that you cannot go and do the Futties token swaps and the FOF token swaps. You might have to pick which one to put your fodder into. And at that point, I would say go and do the Futties tokens. Of course, the reason we want 1,000 tokens is for the Perfect 10 Evo. And there are some amazing cards for the Perfect 10 Evo. I've seen the Elise Chain being the most upvoted on Futbin, but probably the most popular one I've seen because of how recent the card is the new Ryan Cherky card into the Perfect 10. Gets 96 shooting, 97 passing, 98 dribbling with 91 physical. Still at 93 pace, which is a little bit annoying. But is this what you guys are going for? I would probably recommend it. However, from the start of the week when we first looked at Futties tokens, I don't think it's a must-take Evo, given the unstoppable force and immovable object Evos in the Season Pass being almost the same level. You get 5 of them in the Season Pass, and they're not a one-time use costing you 1,000 tokens. So although we really do want the 1,000 tokens before the refresh, you want to be able to, get it as quick as possible. I would say, I don't think the Perfect 10 Evo is like an absolute necessity. It does turn pretty much every card crazy, and I've seen a lot of people saying, this is actually not the best Evo in the entire world. Some of the stats are not the highest. What I will say with the Perfect 10 Evo is it pretty much makes anyone in your club a fantastic card. So maybe it doesn't make, a card of 99 stats and 97 all round or whatever you've seen on other Evos. But a Perfect 10 is great for taking someone that's not the best card in the game already, like someone who's pretty average, and then making them, a Perfect 10, making them a cam who can go straight into your team, which is really nice. When you don't have to do a massive chain on a card, you can put them into one Evo pretty much and make them fantastic. So I would say that. But I actually think a better option could be, now again, we'll have to wait. You'll have to wait and see. But the better option could be this 250 token pack when it refreshes on Friday. So if I were you right now, and you do, you were trying to get the 1,000 tokens, you're going to be on the stream tonight. We will see if the new swaps objectives comes for the Futties tokens, or if not, if you're playing Rivals. I would just hold off on the 1,000 token just yet. I assume that most people aren't desperate to go and do it straight away. I would save off for this 250 token pack for the Summer Stars. There'll be an equivalent one. I imagine it'll actually be the exact same, a 4 times 95 plus. Because when we show you some of these official cards later, EA have pretty much made all the best ones 98 rated. So rather than just Lamine Yamal in this promo, they've pretty much upped it one more time before, of course, Futties then come next week. And the rating on this promo is pretty much Futties minus the odd 99. Like, it is basically just Futties ratings, just no 99. EA saved 99s now for Futties. They used to do it at Team of the Year. It's now for Futties. But we should get 2 of those packs. It says 2 there, and I imagine that won't change for the new Summer Stars promo. You can then, of course, open the rest of the packs as well if you've got 1,000 tokens. You can still go and do the Perfect 10 Evolution. I think we would just save it for later on in the cycle. Or, of course, go for Blanc or Garincha. They both look brilliant as well. But when we jump into those leaks in a second, you can make your mind up. Do you want to save it for the, the next promo? Or would you rather just go and get the Evolution and make someone already in your club into a brilliant card? And speaking of Evolutions yesterday, a really good chain one for a very specific reason. Now, it's actually downvoted on Futbin and FutGG. I disagree with that, but I do understand why. The reason it's downvoted voted because it does do a +2 rating. And whenever we get a kind of chain evolution that gives especially a +2 rating, it's a bit depressing because most of our cards we're trying to evo now, I assume you guys are the same as me, they're 90, 91, 92 rated, which means getting a +2 will push them past most other evolutions. It does give Anticipate Plus though, it's not just a standard chain evolution, and it does give a very good stats boost, hence the +2. The reason I think it's so good is I feel like we've been missing physical, especially physical, but physical and defending evos for a little while. So say you've got a Neymar chain going, which I don't right now, getting a +6 or +7 onto physical, which will go all the way up to 96, by the way, so you probably put them into some other chains first. Getting a card like Neymar to have 96 physical and other evos that we've got. A lot of evos recently have been missing that physical boost, and the defending boost is nice as well, but you don't really need it. If I put a card like Noonan in, right, I can go and give him a third playstyle plus first, so he wouldn't get the Anticipate Plus, then put him into this, and as you can see, he then goes to 94 physical, matching the rest of his attacking stats, which we've built up over time. And I think there'll be a lot of Evo cards you guys could work on right now, but this is actually a really good chain Evo to put that physical onto them. Again, don't give them the Anticipate Plus unless you are building a central midfielder. Try and give them their actual playstyles you want on them first, and then put them into this. They get the defending boost as well, which is always nice, but I think this is really good for attackers that need that physical boost. But anyway, you get 2 of them, and it is free, and whenever a chain or half chain Evo is free, I don't complain, because at the end of the day, it's a chain Evo. You don't have to use it if you don't want, but it's free, so no complaints there. And then the only objectives we've got recently is still the gauntlet from the other day. And I just wanted to ask, are you guys playing the gauntlet? As you can see, not started it on my account. Now, I do need to go and do it for the Futties tokens more than I need to go and get the Noosa card, to be honest, to get the old, like, the Futties tokens in there. And of course, like I said to you guys yesterday, the 5x90s is what I'd actually be after. And again, when we jump into these, you know, leaks for the Summer Stars cards, I'd be definitely saving these for the Friday promo, right? I often don't like saving packs, especially so close to the end of the game. Try and have fun, try and enjoy the game. Don't just save and save and save and save and waste it, right? But I think with this current promo and what is coming next, I would save the 5x90s. But yeah, is anyone actually going for that Noosa card? It feels like a bit of a waste. But let's jump into those leaks then. Now, first, we actually got 4 new cards yesterday. If you can see them there, we got a Jed Spence card, all-star performance, of course. And Summer Stars, the promo coming, is basically just a star performance full team, but, you know, without the customizable playstyles. We got a Jed Spence who looks absolutely brilliant, but sadly, he is not long. And you guys can fight me on this lengthy thing all week long, but I will say it for defenders, especially centre-backs, and I think full-backs as well. Lengthy just is a necessity because they're not as fun as using, you know, Yamal or someone else on the wing. You don't really care about how exciting they are. I want my defenders to be able to defend so I don't concede 14 goals a game and I can enjoy the game. But that Jed Spence still does look brilliant. 97 pace, 96 defending, 92 fit, even the 95 dribbling as well. So on the ball, he's brilliant. And of course, perfect play styles. Surely give him intercept and bruiser plus, and then after that, it is up to you. We then get, of course, Mikel Merino, which, by the way, every time I've watched the Spain game, this bastard comes on and you just think, well, Spain have won. He didn't have to do it in the France game last night, but when we were watching, was it Portugal and Belgium? When Mikel Merino comes on, he scores. What I will say with this card is, he doesn't look that brilliant, which is funny to say with a card with 96, 95, 95 on 3 of the main stats. But because of the Evos we've got and because of where we are in the game, I don't think this card is that brilliant. And if any of you guys did a foot birthday chain on Mikel Merino, I've never used him, but I do think that his body type is not the best for how I like to play the game. I prefer midfielders that are smaller, like Vitinha. I prefer to be able to, you know, actually turn with my midfielders on this game, so I won't really be going for that Merino card. We also got an Ousmane Dembele, which is really, really nice. If you pack him, 2 million coins is brilliant. The problem with Dembele is we've got the team of the year, the Glory Hunters, or not the Glory Hunters. Yeah, no, the Glory Hunters. I'm getting so confused by all the different promo designs on this game. The Glory Hunters, the team of the year, the star performer. We've also got the UCL card. We've got the other star performer. It's team of the season. There is, what, like 5 or 6 Dembele cards, which are all end game. And that is if you've not even gone and done an Evo on his gold card. Dembele's gold card has probably been the best gold card for Evos in the entire game, apart from like Van der Ven. He's had so many good ones recently since they went to 90 rated. So, although that's pretty cool, he's already got about 1 million cards. And the last one being Julian Alvarez, which I think it's too expensive on the market right now. However, his card does look brilliant. 5-star, 4-star. He has the finesse shot plus, which literally everyone would put onto him anyway. I didn't get on too well with his team of the season honorable mention, so not a card that I'm going to go and bother and use, but he was the last star performer card we got. And what I will say, I really, really like the way EA have done this star performer promo. The card design is brilliant. The cards have been brilliant. Perfect play styles because you can customize them, but they've put a play style on them already, given how they played in the game. That is brilliant. And they've not really interfered with the current promo, right? Now, Phenom's has been awful. But if you think about it, this star performer card, or the star performers in general, haven't made the promos worse. They've just been a little bit of a sidetrack thing that you can collect on the side or pack on the side. It's been a nice little addition to try and pack. And I don't like when cards are only in packs and there's no SBCs and stuff, but I think they've done it really well with these star performers. But let's jump on to what we've got coming in the next few days. I'm going to start again with an app, just a brilliant, like it's a mind-blowing FC27 leak. We've got a background leak. Now, look at that, boys. If that's to get you hyped for the new game, I don't know what will. I'm going to pre-order it after seeing this. I think I'm going to pre-order 2 copies just in case. 1 for PS and 1 for Xbox. Jokes aside, we got another background leak. I don't care. I don't know why the leakers are trying to hype it up so much. I guess just for clicks and stuff on Twitter, which, honestly, get your bag, boys. Fair play. I used to hate the leakers, and at this point, I'm on board with them, right? They just earn money leaking random shite, and we talk about it on video. So, you know what? Fuck it. I'm with the leakers anymore. They get the bag. They tweet more backgrounds. If we get any actual FC27 leaks, boys, in the next coming days, we'll make a full video about it, like a trailer or something that's actually worth talking about. While we get backgrounds, we don't care. While we get ambassadors, we don't care. Apart from Ungamoa, by the way, the fact that Ungamoa is there, put him on the front cover. Forget Ronaldo for the Ultimate Edition. Put Ungamoa on the front cover. I know you guys all are with me when Ungamoa is better than Yamal after this World Cup. We're all there with me. So, no, I don't know. I'm happy that Ungamoa is there. I don't really, what the ambassadors actually means. We see it every year. I think it's basically just they're used to promote the game, which, yeah, cool. We don't really care too much. But moving on to what we actually do care about, the Summer Stars is coming soon. And again, like I said, we don't normally get this many official cards this early. We normally get them leaked slowly throughout the rest of the week, but I guess we are towards the end of the game and we have got some absolutely bonkers cards. So first of all, we have got everything you're going to see now, by the way, official stats, official cards. You can decide whether you are saving your packs, and again, it's not a promo where we can customize play styles, and I think we can have a debate on that for next year as well, how EA do promos with customizable play styles. I don't hate it, I don't love it. Now, I can explain my thoughts on that, but let's start with the official cards. We get Vinicius Jr., and everyone's first thought will be Game Changer plus, fodder, whatever, but come on, like, Game Changer's not that bad. He then has Finesse, Quick Step, and Rapid. 99 pace, 98 shooting, only 90 passing, but with 98 dribbling as well. That is basically a Futties card coming before Futties, and of course, the best player the world's ever seen, Mohamed Salah. Now, he does have Tiki Taka plus and First Touch. Having 2 playstyle pluses that aren't the best isn't great, obviously, but 97 pace, 98 shooting, 98 dribbling, 95 passing, 90 physical. These cards are starting to look absolutely bonkers. And again, I think you've got to save packs. That's 2 98 rated cards already, and we're not stopping there. Next, we've got Haaland, who I don't get on with Haaland's card at all on this game. I think they're normally shocking, but a 99 shooting Haaland card with finesse and no driven. He should score pretty much everything. Again, another 98 rated card. A 98 Dembele, he is having another card. Again, we just got a Dembele star performers, but EA kind of shot themselves in the foot by making all the recent stuff performance-based, because they have to give Dembele a card. They have to give Mbappe a card. And these cards, these players already have like 15 cards in the last week, but they've got to do it because it's performance-based. So Dembele getting another card after his star performance. He has got rapid, finesse, low-driven, and incisive, and probably the best playstyle plus you can have for his position. He has got 98 pace, 97 shooting, 93 passing, 98 dribbling, a lot of 97s, a lot of 98s, and a few 99s on this current promo. All of these cards being 98 rated. A lot of chase cards. We, of course, got a 98 Messi. He had to get a star performer or a Summer Stars. He's got the best stats I've seen in the promo of 98, 97, 97, 98. Just absolutely bonkers. Once again, that is a Futties level card just with 4 playstyle plus. I think what EA are doing are boosting the stats up to the max on these cards, but making them all 4 playstyle plus, so that when we do get Futties the week after and they are 5 playstyle plus, it feels like a meaningful upgrade to the actual players, right? So they're making it so Futties is still going to be the best cards, right? 5 playstyle plus, but these cards have Futties level stats already. And if you thought we were done with the 98s, no, 98 Jude Bellingham. He had to get a 98 with tech, incisive, low driven, and pinged, and as you can see, that has to probably be the card with the most in-game stats in the entire game. The other card that rivals it is probably Jude Bellingham's star performer card that is currently out right now. Not star performer, sorry, the Path to Glory card that is out right now, and could even go to a 99 rated card when England win the World Cup. Not if, when England win. Nah, I'm messing. Jude Bellingham's getting a 98 rated card, and he's not the only England player getting a 98 rated card. A Harry Kane with 99 shooting, which they finally give him incisive plus. If you didn't know, Harry Kane's team of the season didn't even have incisive base, when that is most of what Harry Kane does. He drops deep and plays through balls, but he finally has incisive plus and has a brilliant card. And I actually quite like Harry Kane's cards on FC. I don't know why, but they always play pretty well. And of course, we couldn't finish the leaks without the turtle himself. 99 pace, and if you've seen it, 99 dribbling as well. The first card, I believe, with 299 stats on FC 26. I'm sure we'll get a lot more of that during Futties, but even then, 98 shooting as well. That is a Futties card, just with 4 playstyle plus. We have cards already with 4 playstyle pluses that are Futties level, and I'm sure, again, Futties will all be 5 playstyle plus to take them to another level. But Mbappe 98, Jude, Kane, Messi 98, Vinicius 98, Salah 98. You have to surely save packs for this Summer Stars promo. What I will say is the pack weight could be absolutely shocking. I do understand it could be shocking, and it probably will be on these 98 rated cards. I'm sure we'll get a lot of 95, 96, 97 rated cards leaked very soon, which will be a lot more common in packs. But after Phenomims has been so bad for the actual cards in packs. So what's the point of opening packs now anyway? For the first time in a long while, I've said you've got to save your packs for the new promo, but I really think you do with Summer Stars coming on Friday. But despite all that, despite all the crazy stats, I just know what some of you guys and some of the people in the community in general will be thinking, that despite this, despite the 98 rated cards, despite the crazy stats, despite a lot of hype around this, they're not customizable playstyles. I think that takes us into a wider discussion we might have in the summer before FC27. I just want to know your guys' thoughts. Let me know down below, right? What are your thoughts on playstyle promos versus cards that don't have playstyles? And I mean more specifically for FC27. Should we have every promo be customizable playstyles? For me, I think that'll kill what I know about Ultimate Team. Ultimate Team is about certain cards being better than others. Now, first of all, we all agree on one thing. Playstyles need to go. Playstyles need to go. They don't fit in the rest of the game. They make it so some cards are usable and some cards are not. And that's always been the case, but it's never been as binary, as, yes and no, as defined as it is right now with playstyles. If a card doesn't have finesse shot, guess what? You're not using them. If a defender doesn't have bruiser, that Van de Ven card in the current Phoenix promo, he doesn't have bruiser, and all of a sudden, one of the best centre-backs on the game, in theory, just can't play, can't compete at the highest level because he doesn't have one little badge on his card. That is not what we love about Ultimate Team. They need to be removed. I don't think playstyles will ever be removed. EAFC, and they've sold record levels of packs with playstyles, and I think more specifically, they've sold record levels of packs with Foot Birthday. Foot Birthday is what sold them the most packs this year, and I think they've saw that, and they're probably going to go, right, if that sold the most packs this year, why would they not go and make every promo next year, especially with GTA 6 out? Make it all so you can customize playstyles. Imagine you could even customize playstyle with like base gold cards and stuff straight from the off. I just think it is a really, really poor idea to do that, and I actually don't agree that promos at all should have customizable playstyles. Yes, Foot Birthday was the absolute best promo we've had this year, but that's because we had some promos with not customizable playstyles and some promos with it, and it made an absolute mess of the game. I don't like it. I don't think it's what Ultimate Team's about, but I know a lot of you guys absolutely love it. And the problem we all agree on mainly, though, is playstyles need to go. Now, in terms of market, boys, of course, the main bit of hype is going to be the Path to Glory cards, because yesterday we had that Spain-France game, and what was everyone expecting? They were expecting France to win, and I did say to you guys, I would sell the cards in the hype. That's just what we always say, right? Generic advice. But Digne went from extinct at 500,000 coins. EA upped his price range to 800,000 coins. And after that, he did go to 700,000 coins. If you did get the sale on Digne at 700,000 coins, absolutely fair play. You have scammed someone Wolf of Wall Street style. You've absolutely had someone's pants down. Because right now, after the game, he's 120,000 coins. That is why we sell in the hype. By the way, if you want to try out a card for your team, that Digne has absolutely bonkers stats and playstyles. And is only 120,000 coins. Maybe someone to try in your team, despite him not being lengthy. But of course, when there are losers, there are winners as well. Rodri, Laporte, and Ferran Torres. And it goes to show what we say about live cards is so true. Whenever a team is not expected to win, and they do pick up the win, that is when we see the crazy bounces, right? So Laporte goes to 550,000 coins. He got his defense boost to 99 face stat for the win over France. They have been updated already, by the way. Rodri gets a 99, I believe, dribbling. I think he already had 99 passing. Oh, no, he got 99 passing plus 1. He had 98 passing. I thought it was the other way around. I didn't realize that. So EA doing the most trolls thing they could do with Rodri and give him just a plus 1 to pass in, but they could have given him 99 shooting, which I've got that Rodri card in my club, so I'm a little bit sad about that. But he's still extinct at 4.7 million coins anyway. But of course, the big one we all care about the most, Ferran Torres getting 99 dribbling, which, by the way, on this game is not always the best thing if a card can be lengthy. Ferran Torres couldn't be lengthy, and it actually might turn out that 99 in all the dribbling stats is what we needed to make this card absolutely overpowered. He now has the 4 playstyle plus he got the other day for winning the game. He now has 99 dribbling, and of course, if they beat England in the final, which they won't, because England are going to beat Argentina and then go on and beat Spain, but if they did randomly beat England in the final, we would get a 99 Ferran Torres card, which most of us completed for less than 200,000 coins, which is beautiful. Of course, if you've got any of the cards today, Simeone, Bellingham, concert, I'm going to say selling the hype. Yes, you might get lucky in the team win, or not lucky, but you might, think you're an ultimate prediction master and the team win. But after that France game yesterday and Koundé and Digne both absolutely dying in price, surely that is a sign if you've got any of those cards, please sell in the hype. Now, of course, we're streaming later, and I've been mentioning this lazy selling this loads from Toby in the Discord. For once, finally, we can do it live on stream. So on Twitch tonight, 6 p.m. UK, we're going to be playing some rivals to get the Futties tokens, but we're also going to be building ourselves a little mini lazy selling this, just to show you guys how I do it and how you can make the most coins from it possible in these last couple of weeks of the game. Because, of course, lazy selling is kind of like free passive coins while you just play Futties and, play the game in general. So we'll be doing that on stream. Get yourself there. We'll also be playing rivals to get those Futties tokens. But apart from that, boys, have a fantastic rest of your week. Have a fantastic day. Enjoy the England-Argentina game. Do not forget, get your predictions with the goal scorers down below to win some FIFA points. And yeah, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you all in a bizzle.